Hi everyone, I'm back again to do another video on the AYN Odin Pro. This is just another hands-on, no editing. We're going to be checking out some Gamecube games on Dolphin MMJR. So I've been doing a lot of testing on these different games now. I'm just going to kind of go through some different ones I was interested in checking out myself. There's some more I would have liked to go through. Maybe I'll do those in this video because now I can do longer videos. So let's just crack on and see how this goes. We don't like EA, do we? I'm joking. I keep forgetting to start off by pressing quick load. So this is Nightfire. I have to remember to turn the volume down for these videos. This runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. And as usual, as I play these games, I'm going to forget exactly how you're supposed to play them. I know some of the controls. No, you don't put the shades on for the man. You press this button. And then you pop him in the head. Oh. I haven't played Nightfire in such a long time. What do you think he's going to say to me? Let's crack out the sniper rifle. Can you zoom in? Oh yeah. He's a terrible lookout, isn't he? There you go. Bye-bye. So I got to the next area in this game. Oh, don't turn it. Oh no, we're going loud, baby. Wait, why is he not dying? It feels weird playing these old FPS games. There we go. There's my stunner. I'm gonna stun them both. Lovely animations. What's the action button? Did I press it? I did. So it's been interesting checking some of these out. You know, some of these GameCube games run terrifically. Some of them need some little tweaks and things. And some of them you're going to want to be adding Gecko or Action Replay codes to get like the most premium experience you can. So, you know, it's very smooth. I didn't want to get too into this one, but that's just a quick look at the James Bond Nightfire. 1080. 1080 runs very nicely. I don't think there was really much to do with this game. It's just a very smooth 60 frames. Just looks very nice overall. If I can remember something specific about setting up the game, I will point it out. But yeah, as usual, as I'm playing this, I'm looking at the preview screen on my monitor, so it's a lot harder to play. I'm gonna fail. Disqualified. I never played 1080 though. We used to play 1080 snowboarding on the N64. We used to go around with friends, play multiplayer. We used to have, like, you know, so school would finish on a Friday and then Saturday we'd all go around with friends and play tons of N64 games. Those are some good days, man. And again, I'm not playing properly. just whatever, dude. We're going to be covering quite a few games in this, so you can see some little graphical glitches in the top left there. I don't know if that's because of the widescreen. Not really a huge issue, doesn't bother me personally. Batallion Wars, let me open this for a second because that's right. This is set up in 4x3. And why is it playing so badly? Let's just lower this clock speed to, I don't know, there. Is that not the issue? Why? There we go. CPU skip idle off. I can't remember the controls, but I just wanted to point out in this game, Wow, I did it. So I swear I tried that out and fixed it. I thought it was a widescreen issue. I'm going to have to check that one out again at some point. I'm not really too interested in playing Batallion Wars, but I just wanted to show that has been crashing for me at that exact point. But I did get past there. I thought it's because I changed it to 4x3. Burnout 2 runs very nicely. This is one I played a lot back in the day. Let's just pick a nice looking car. I used to be pretty obsessed with this game, and there was a magazine I used to really like reading called PSM2 magazine, and they had a section where people could send in their times and things, and I used to record my footage on a VHS tape and send it into the magazine. And I think one or two of these tracks I had the #1 spot. But those are the old days. If it was the internet, you'd probably find out that like hundreds of people have actually gotten a way better score than you by like just a few split seconds. But I like Burnout 3 more. It's more arcadey, more fun, but this has a special place in my heart. It's arcadey, but you focus more on times, I think, whereas Burnout 3 is, oops. Let's get a few crashes in there, because stuff happens, you expect things to slow down. Let's get some boost and then get a good crash going on. Oh my god, I really don't like using the preview to do this. Let's crash in this bus. Yeah, so it runs very smooth. If you have an itch for racing, I never did get into the Need for Speed games. Everybody was it Most Wanted? Everyone loves. Never played it. Maybe it's time. I don't have it. I don't know if it runs well on this emulator on the Odin, but maybe I'll check that out someday. But yeah, there's really not much more to see there. Runs very well. Let's see. I haven't checked out Eternal Darkness. F-Zero GX. Now, this is 720 with 300% CPU overclock. I just want to show at the start of the race here. It is very glitchy. Nobody shows this. But then you start the race. And then it gets good. Now it runs very smooth, 60 frames. But tiny little hiccups. I think I've seen, maybe it was Tacky Udon. It was one video where I might have seen this run just a little bit smoother. But he stated that he didn't change any settings except for the resolution and the CPU overclock speed. You've got boost power! I never really played GX, any F-Zero, so maybe it's time to dig into this. I can hear the slowdown in the music just a little bit. So I feel like if I was going to play this game, I'd want to try and tweak it just a little bit more, but this is, this is acceptable. This is pretty good. Is that the brake button? I'm just testing the buttons. Like I said, I've never played an F-Zero game. Finish! So, just wanted to sort of jump into there and show that. Freedom Fighters is a game I used to love. I don't think I've looked at that. I haven't checked Killer 7. No, Luigi's Mansion works good. There was a 60 FPS patch I was trying to find for this, but some Wait, is it on? Oh god, I think it's on. I didn't mean to have it on. You see, so this is an example of finding a game with a 60 FPS patch, and it just doubles the speed of the game. If you're a speedrunner, you're gonna love that. But several GameCube games, specifically by Nintendo, I think, are... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I like hard code written so that 60, I guess it's in my save state. That's off. Yeah, they're coded in a way that they... Oh, I don't want to load. What am I doing? Muscle memory. That they have to play at 30 frames per second. There we go. It's because I've been loading a save state that had the code on. But yeah, this is Luigi's Mansion. I think this is still 1080. I don't think I've changed that. Just running smoothly at 30 frames per second. I'm going to make a save here so that I don't have that very fast 60 FPS. I don't really have any interest in playing Luigi's Mansion again. I played Luigi's Mansion 3 when it came out, and that was pretty fun, but yeah, it looks pretty good. It'd be better to test actually using the vacuum pack and a ghost, but I think, you know, this is a popular game. It will have been tested for a lot. So let's keep looking. All these Mario sports games. Oh, sorry, I do have a save state. Mario Golf. This is at 60 FPS, very smooth. There's something very nostalgic about the music in this. I wasn't super into Mario Golf, but I really liked the Game Boy Color game. Because it was kind of an RPG as well. Yeah, I used to play my Game Boy Color a lot. I remember getting a Game Boy Color for Christmas with Stardew Valley. No, not Stardew Valley. Harvest Moon. Those are some good days, man. Man, the 90s. 90s and early noughties video gaming. So good. Thank you. Nice par. Okay. Runs very nicely. Let's go to another sports game. Mario Tennis. This also runs great. When it comes to tennis, I'm more of a Virtual Tennis kind of guy. Virtual Tennis 1 on the Dreamcast is so good. Luigi, you rubbish, mate. Let's give him a chance. Luigi, whoa, that's not fair. Fuck you, Luigi. Oh, sorry. He's done for. Game Mario. Really smooth. You know, it's great seeing these games run smooth like this in widescreen. Alright, let's have a look at Mario Kart Double Dash. Can't remember if there's anything specific I did with this game. Oh no. I haven't played this one in ages. I do remember changing a button so that use item is on the L because it was weird sort of just pushing my thumb over to press one of these buttons to use the power. But yeah, if you're watching expecting some solid gameplay, ow. I do apologise. It's more just to show you how these games are running and because it's weird, like, my camera... Okay, so I have this whiskey bottle, which is in, like, a cardboard box, and I cut a slit at the top of the cardboard box so that my camera can stay on the top and look down like this. I tell you, I don't make videos, but I want you to get a good look at this handheld, right? But I can't look at the game unless I, like, reach my head over, and it's really uncomfortable and weird, so I have to look at the camera preview on my monitor. Yeah, you know, if you're looking to play Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii on this thing, they both work fantastic. It's a real treat. A real treat. So we're already at 15 minutes. That's gone by so quickly. I had a little dabble in Metal Gear Solid. I got to this point. I don't remember if I did anything specific with this. The codec's kind of fucked. It's got a bluish screen, but there is sort of a fix, but I couldn't really get it to work, so that doesn't really bother me. But then I don't intend to play this game. But it runs very nicely. I had to turn widescreen hacks off, otherwise the ratio looked very off. Oh, you seen my footprints? No, you seen me. I used to be a very big Metal Gear Solid fan. I used to play Metal Gear Solid 2 so much. Tiny bit of slowdown there. I've been finding the buttons really weird in this. Come on, come in my locker. Come find me in the locker. Oh my god, if they don't find me, they are the worst guards ever. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Twin Snakes. I don't think it's a good remake. The music's not that great. Putting MGS2's gameplay into this game doesn't really work for me. I don't know. Oh, they're gonna find me? Oh my god, they're rubbish. You saw me running here. You shot me. That's amazing. I am the legendary Solid Snake. For some reason. I'm just gonna crawl up to him. I'm here, boys. You didn't see me. I was laying on the floor this whole time. This is stuff. Alright, that's Twin Snakes. I've shown Metroid Prime before. Have I got a save state at the... yeah. So this is all 60 FPS, 1080p. And I actually played this game all the way through, and for the most part it worked very well. Although, wait, are we getting some... I played this without the FPS on. If I'm going to play a game properly, I'm not going to have that stuff on. But I remember it being smoother than this. There's a couple of hiccups. Maybe I got to double check some things. No, it's definitely smoother than this. What have I done? These are the settings I had before, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, something's weird. I don't know what I've done. I've definitely gone through this area and it was perfectly smooth before, so... Now I'm wondering if it's like a one-time thing, like if you like a cache thing? Like, since I haven't played it, I don't know. But yeah, you can see I've got like all the beams and things. I did play this whole game. I wouldn't have played this all the way if I didn't think it was very playable the entire way through, especially like this, so that works. I haven't played Metroid Prime 2, but I did have a little gander. With the widescreen's a bit weird in this. You can see as I turn. I don't know if I even looked to see if there's a kind of fix for that. But I only checked this out. I think after I played Metroid Prime 1, I was quite Metroid Primed out. But I don't know, if I played this, I think I would, again, see if I could tweak a little thing here and there. I haven't even got FPS open for this, which unfortunately you guys can't see because it's very small, but in an area like this, we're getting near 60 frames, but there's some hitches here and there. But I mean, yeah, that's very playable too. What's the next game I want to look at? I checked out PNO3 and I was like, I can't even be bothered to figure out how to play that very well. I know at some point I'm going to play Paper Mario the 1000 Year Door because I've never played it and everyone says it's like the best one. Resident Evil runs at 30 frames. I couldn't see a 60 FPS mod for this game. Love Barry and Jill. I know there's a version of, I think it's on the Wii. It's Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0, I think, as Resident Evil Archives or something. I did have a look to see if those were 60 FPS, but it doesn't appear they are. Whoops, I didn't mean to talk to you. Now, I've played this game, yeah, I've played different versions of this game. Can I go through that door? Thank you. Yeah, played different versions of this game, so I'm not too interested in playing this again anytime soon. I do feel like I need to tweak something. I feel like this should be smoother. I don't know. I'll have a look at this again Sunday, but I'm fairly confident you'll be able to play this at 1080 30 frames. Quite reliably. Oh, I'm not even firing at him. Man, he takes a lot of hits. Oh my god. This is a very impressive remake though, still, I would say. A game of all time. Resident Evil 4, I think there is a 60 FPS patch for this, but it's glitchy. I tried it out, it's not worth playing. Let's just run around here. Obviously, Resident Evil 4 is a very replayable game, but I actually recently just played this on the Oculus Quest 2. Played it in VR, and once you play it like that, it's like you can't play it any other way. I don't know. Actually, my favourite version of Resident Evil 4 used to be the Wii version, because I thought the pointer just, the Wii remote just made... Oh, nice dodge, mate. Yeah, the Wii Remote just made it, like, I don't want to say easier. If you're good at aiming, it just made you a much more effective player. So, like, Mercenaries on the Wii was fantastic. I actually can't wait for Resident Evil 4 to get its Mercenaries on the Quest 2. They're going to update that. But yeah, that's very playable. I was actually surprised that ran as well as it does. So, SSX 3, let's have a look at that very quickly because it runs very well. I used to be really into SSX. I remember getting SSX 3 for the PlayStation 2, and I think I played the first level for like 2 to 3 hours. I just kept trying to get the best score I could. Now, I don't know why the loading screen is choppy like this, but, you know, it's loading, so whatever. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, so I think I know why it was slow back then. So when I tested this, I did like a single player thing, and there were more character models in that moment. But otherwise, it's going to run very smooth. But this is bothering me now. What did I... So I've got that at 300%. Let's put that back to 100%. Usually when I'm playing, I'll just keep checking out higher percents, lower percents, see where the sweet spot is. Oh, did I do an over? Also, I'm very used to the PlayStation 2 controls. I'm very aware that also the Gamecube doesn't have an L1 button. Anyway, that does actually run very well, but there were some hiccups there I wasn't actually anticipating. SSX Tricky, now, there's a problem with this, and it keeps crashing in an MMJR, and I don't actually know why. Because I've seen online, if you have to disable dual core to prevent crashes, but it still crashes on MMJR. But in MMJ, for example, SSX works. And I didn't get much time to... I didn't put a lot of time into, like, getting the most effective settings here. Like, I don't know why it's doing that, but... Oh yeah, L1 doesn't work. God damn it. I do have SSX Tricky on the PS2 emulator, so I think it runs decently on there, but my assumption was always, whoops, if there's a version of the game on the Gamecube, you should probably just play it on that. Unless there's a very good reason why you shouldn't. God, I'm not releasing jump properly because I'm looking at the preview. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. Oh. See, I don't know what's going on there. Getting some drops, some stuttering, and then it just comes back. Oh god, the L1 button doesn't work. It's weird how, like, your muscle memory from 20 years ago can still just be there. I didn't press jump at the right time. Anyway, I didn't want to go too into that. Because to be honest, if I can, I'd rather stay with MMJR. SSX. I'm going to show you Spider-Man 2 because this is a game that does not work. I've tried my best to see if I could get it in a playable state. And the thing is, you get like music problems as well. So like this is basically all on 20% clock speed. It was never going to be playable, but at least in this state, all the audio is going to be clean. I was tempted to check out this on the PlayStation 2 emulator, but I really don't know. See, it's really hard to play like this, so this is not playable. I mean, it kind of is, if you're desperate, if you're really desperate, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, somewhat interested in checking that on the PS2, but I'm not optimistic about that either. Which leads me to another game that is considered unplayable. Now, the best I could do with this was kind of get it to run around 30 frames with smooth audio. Now, I'm not on the Death Star level here, I'm on level 2.
Enemy fighters approaching from all directions. We're surrounded.
And basically, the more things on screen, the worse frame rate it's going to be. Sounds obvious, but so you go after the ties. If you think you can play this at 30 frames with dips to 20, then by all means give it a go. And also because of the widescreen, the radar is off. Yeah, I wanted to check a different level of this because the Death Star is usually the one you see. What happens with the Death Star is when there's all the fire going on and you have all the towers to destroy and everything, it is a bit slower than this level. Oh my god, I'm looking at the preview to do this and it's impossible. But, you know, when I've seen people play this, it actually looks a lot worse than this. So, I don't know. I tinkered around with this for a long time. So, you know, I eventually ended up with everything on except XFB. Don't ask me why, I actually can't remember. But emulation speed, 20%. I found that was a sweet spot. You go any lower, the frames suddenly get janky. You go up to 25%, suddenly the music gets bad. And another thing I tried to do was I tried to go in the INI file and change that 20% to like 22.5%. I was really curious to see if there was a middle ground there where it was just a bit better. But every time I changed that, it either rounded it down to somewhere near 20 or somewhere near 25. Anyway, that was an interesting one. Star Fox Assault has, let me see, a 60 FPS gecko code. This one looks very good. Very good. I never played this. I don't know if it's good or not. But it's very impressive. Alright boys, keep your eyes off Crystal. Andros is on us to take you down. Used to play, oh, it's called Lilac Wars here. but Star Fox 64 used to play that a lot back in the day. Like back then, it was always so satisfying with the rumble pack to make that train crash into the base, and then the rumble pack just like it just went. I think Star Fox 64 improved the sales of batteries by a ton. But yeah, there's something immensely enjoyable as soon as you start playing a Star Fox game. You just want to play more. I can't. This video is so long already, 35 minutes. So, Star Fox, Mario Sunshine, here we go. This has got a... Oh, I can't be bothered to go through that. It's got a widescreen fix and 60 frames mod. I've seen a lot of people play this at 30 frames. And then when I got the 60 frame patch working, I was like, okay, this is how this game needs to be played. It's very crisp, very smooth. I think I've had dips to 50, so I kind of want to tinker a little more and see if there's a sweet spot overall. But for the most part, it's really beautiful seeing this in 60 frames on a handheld. Now, what's my frame rate here? You see this, whenever people test this game, you see a lot of people test this part. Oh my god. I did not want to play bad here. Yeah. Let's just get over here. Oh god, I do apologise. It's just so annoying for me to lean my neck over. I'm going to try and lean my neck over and play this. So I have to really sit up. Oh, you can't do like L and jump in this. I haven't played Sunshine in such a long time. And I know people have mixed opinions about this game, but when it came out, I loved the colours. I loved the whole island vibe. There was something so inviting about this game when I was younger. So I have a lot of fun memories of this game. I'm going! Can I get the camera to zoom out a bit more? Because then you can see if it's a little bit more stable. I've actually forgotten how to like navigate this area. Whoops, wrong button. What did I hit? Oh. Look, follow the arrows, Alex. Good boy. My motto is just clapping in delight. What we got there? Dips to about 50. So, if you decide that if you want to play in 60 frames, that has to be 60 constantly, then maybe don't use the patch. But I've not seen the frames dip below 50. Rarely on this. And let me check what the... I think the resolution is 720. Let me double check that. Yeah, I put it at 720. So that's pretty cool. I've checked Monkey Ball before. Those run great. There's really not much to say about those. I had a look at Wind Waker. I don't know if I put any fixes on this. I did something with the blur. Like there was a distance blur that made things look kind of bad. Oops. Link. Lonk. Just let go. Just let go. So yeah, 1080 widescreen. Remove that blur. And it's a very nice looking game. I've always loved the look of this game. Even though, I'll be honest, when they announced this after Majora's Mask and stuff, I think everyone collectively was a bit like, what? But the graphics are supposed to be better, you know? Like, it's the Gamecube and... But now, as time has gone on, I think this game has a very timeless look. It's very pretty. Is there a first person button? Wait, how did I do that? What? Wait, I don't know what I just pressed. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. I make these videos just to show that actually I'm terrible at video games. No, I'm not. I am good. It's just weird when you make videos like this. Yeah, really nice. Runs nicely. Did I do anything with Twilight Princess? I didn't put any of these fixes on. So when I ran this game, it went past like the Nintendo logo and then it was black and it crashed. So what I did is I ran the game in Vulkan. I got into the game, made a save state, and then changed it back to OpenGL because there was a problem with the minimap and it was all black. You couldn't see much. So this is back on OpenGL. I did notice one thing, and it's like it's a widescreen thing. So that rock on the left, for example, just disappeared. Yeah, just disappears because it goes out of shot in a normal 4:3 ratio. But this has been pretty solid 30 frames. I mean, I only ran around this area because I actually intend to play this again. I haven't played this in a really long time. And when I thought about games I wanted to play on the Odin, I actually really like the idea of playing Twilight Princess again. So I cross my fingers whenever I do play this, that when I start getting through the game, that it runs nice. But you know, you can check the Dolphin wiki page, and that sort of documents things that have happened in each game, you know, the certain issues that you'll come across. So one thing I saw with Twilight Princess was the more you play the game, the further you get in the game, when you're in Hyrule Field, like the game starts to slow down the more you play or something, and there's a fix. So if you run into some weird problems, check out the wiki. I had a look at Hit and Run on a different video. It works very well. I just wanted to check different games. Timesplitters works fantastic. And this is one I'm really going to have to try properly. I'm going to die, so I'm going to look over. Because Muggins here decided to put it on like the hardest difficulty. Also forgotten the buttons. Well done me. Oh shit, he's behind me. He's in the window. There's two of them. No! They don't give you an automatic on this level. Not yet, anyway. No! Yeah, I find it kind of hard aiming in these old games on this device. I don't know how we did it when we were younger. Because now we're so used to like twin stick shooters and things. And this isn't, you know, it's really hard to be like, it's not subtle. Maybe there's a way I could tweak that. Boom. Oh, Watch out for cameras. Watch out for people. This was another game I played a lot back in the day. I had it on the PlayStation 2. And I used to make my own levels, like, all the time. I used to spend ages making levels. For some reason, I'm swapping, like, wait, so right is going... Why is it me? Oh, I didn't pick up a pistol. Alright, forget about that. Runs nicely. Runs pretty good. Tony Hawk's 3 runs pretty well. Let me just have a look at this for a moment. I had a few stuttery things. I thought I had options on there. Why is it not saved my options? That's weird. Let's just turn everything on. Just whack that up a bit and see what happens. What? That was totally a land. So it's getting a bit choppy again, so I'm going to put it back to 100% and just... I don't know, I'd have to look into this one again, but when I was fiddling for a little while, I did actually get it a bit more stable 60. When it's like showing a lot of things on the screen, it's sort of dipping down to 50, but it's affecting the music as well. I don't know what I did. Did I end the clock? Let's try that. No, that's not right. Oh no, I don't want a manual. I don't know, but I was showing with a little bit of fiddling, you can get that a bit more smoother. Viewtiful Joe works perfect as well. This is actually something I thought I might play again, but what happened was I got to the first boss and I realised I didn't do any saving or something, and it put me all the way back here. I was like, oh shit. It's the thing about these older games, they don't hold your hand, they don't auto-save, and most of them don't. You have to rely on good, solid gameplay and not fucking up. Oops, I lost my powers. I really like that mechanic of like, you press up and you jump up, you press down, you go down, but then you can do an attack to like their face or their feet. Oh shit. Finish! Oh wow, thank you. But yeah, wow, we're at 50 minutes. That flew by in no time. And there was even games I didn't really... Let's have a quick look at Wave Race. This is another one where I wanted to find a 60 FPS patch, but unfortunately it has to be 30. And this runs nice too. It's so weird that like they made 1080 and that's 60 frames, and they made this... Maybe this is because it's an early game, but it would have been really nice to see this at 60. And I did actually try to play this properly once on here, but there are so many tutorials. There are so many for all the tricks and things. Like, if you want to be good at this game, you are in for the long haul. There's so much to remember, like back, forward, something, this button to do different tricks. Oh, I did one. It's turbo time. Yeah, very smooth 30 frames. So basically, what I've been trying to say all this time is that this device is incredible. I love it. So that is my little showcase there of just GameCube games. So I hope that was interesting. And I've done Wii games. Maybe I'll do something with PlayStation 2. Maybe some more with 3DS. I didn't even touch that. I have powers. But apart from those, there's nothing like super like going into detail with the Odin, because one of the draws of this device is the power it has. So, you know, a lot of handheld devices can't do GameCube and Wii very well. Definitely can't do PlayStation 2 and struggle with 3DS. Maybe Dreamcast is something I'll get into more, because I really do like having this whole collection available. It's just so daunting having all these games. But, I mean, the only reason to do a showcase of Dreamcast games is to be like, well, look at all these games, because they all run perfectly. Widescreen, 1080, mostly 60 frames, if that's what the game does. So yeah, thank you for watching my video on GameCube games. I hope that was helpful. And I will probably see you in another video on another emulator. Cheers, guys.